people talk about aliens and government secrecy, one name always surfaces. Not a general, not a politician, a scientist. His name is Bob Lazar, and his story is one of the most controversial and persistent in modern UFO history. The claim in the late 1980s, Bob Lazar publicly claimed that he was recruited to work on a highly classified program at a site called S4, a location he said was hidden near Area 51. According to Lazar, he was hired to help reverse engineer non-human technology. He worked on a disc-shaped craft. The craft had no visible propulsion system. The technology bent gravity itself. Rather than using engines, he said the goal wasn't to build the craft, it was to understand it, to figure out how it worked. Lazar claimed the craft used something completely foreign to modern physics, a propulsion system based on gravity manipulation, a powerful energy source, and a then unknown element he referred to as element 115. At the time, this sounded impossible. There was no recognized stable element 115 in the periodic table. Years later, an element with an atomic number 115, now called Moscovium, was officially synthesized. Now, important note, that does not prove Lazar's story, but it's one of the details that keeps people talking. The US government has never confirmed Lazar's claims. In fact, many of his educational records and employment histories were either disputed, missing, or officially denied. Skeptics argue his credentials can't be verified, his story changed over time, he may have exaggerated or fabricated details. Others argue something else entirely, that his records were intentionally erased because if someone did work on classified material, erasing their paper trail would be the cleanest way to discredit them. Here's the part that keeps Lazar's stories alive. Some of his claims unrelated to aliens were later quietly confirmed. Area 51 did exist after decades of denial. Advanced aircraft testing was happening there. S4 was acknowledged as a restricted location. Again, this doesn't prove extraterrestrials, but it does reinforce one idea. The government lies about secret programs until it doesn't need to anymore, and that opens the door to speculation.